and welcome back to the Toucan series. Today, we're going to explore how you can personalize data experiences using Toucan in a standalone platform environment. Let me introduce our expert, Morgan, who will guide us through today's topic. Morgan, can you give us an overview of what we'll be covering today?
Hi, Elodie, and hi, everyone. Today, we're diving into data personalization for the standalone applications within Toucan. We'll show you how you can leverage user groups to deliver a tailored experience to different clients using the same application. This is a big advantage of Toucan. You build once across multiple clients, which is perfect for customer-facing analytics.
This sounds great. How do we start?
Let's start by creating user groups. In this demo, we'll create groups to represent different regions that have access to the same application. For our demonstration, we have two groups, California and Nevada. To create a group, we go to the User Management menu and navigate to the Groups tab. Here, we can create the group and assign privileges, such as which applications they have access to and whether they have viewer or builder rights. This is the first level of personalization, ensuring each user or group has access to specific applications.
Okay, that's interesting. So once we set up the groups, what's next?
Next, we need to filter the data sets using what we call permissions. This is done in the Data Hub, where we can assign permissions to each data set. First, we set a default permission that applies to all users who don't belong to any group or don't have any specific rights defined. Usually, we set it to users can't view any row to ensure that by default, users can't see any data unless explicitly granted access. Then we click on Create Permissions. Here we define a permission for all users that allow them to view specific rows based on certain conditions. In this example, we'll filter the region column to match the user's group. Once we save this, the permissions are defined and the data set is filtered accordingly.
Okay, that sounds like a powerful way to control data visibility. What comes after setting up the permissions?
After defining the permissions, we can create a story based on this data set. The story will include a filter that is also personalized, coming directly from the data set itself. This ensures that the visualizations users see are tailored to their specific context. To make sure that we've set up everything correctly, we can use the preview feature. This allows to preview the app as a specific user or simulate a particular group. It's a great way to validate that our permissions are working as intended.
Okay, so it's all about ensuring that users see only what they need to see. How do we manage users within the groups?
Exactly. So the next step would be managing users and assigning them to their appropriate groups. Once users are in the correct groups, they will automatically receive the appropriate permissions and data filters. But personalization doesn't stop there. Groups can be used not only for data personalization, but also personalizing the application experience itself. We use what we call visibilities to achieve this. These are identifiable by the eye icon in each element of an application, which could be a tile, a group of tiles, a story, or an entire chapter. By default, visibilities are set to public, but we can go into the Customize section to define that only certain groups have access to specific elements. In our example, the story will only be visible to the California group. Again, we can verify this using the preview feature. Users who are not part of this group will not see the story.
That's actually really impressive. So you can customize not only the data, but also the user journey through which the user is going to go through.
Exactly. It's all about delivering a personalized experience both in terms of data and navigation. This ensures that each user has a relevant experience, seeing only the content that's most useful to them.
Well, thank you so much for that detailed walkthrough, Morgan. It sounds like Toucan offers a lot of flexibility when it comes to personalizing customer-facing analytics in a standalone platform.
Absolutely. Toucan's data personalization features allow you to provide tailored experiences that drive engagement and make analytics more meaningful for each user.
Perfect. Well, thanks again, Morgan. And thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more from the Toucan series. See you next time.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.